everyone, it's Laura, and I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to discuss the steps to take in order to become a dietitian, a registered dietitian. And this is a question that someone requested on YouTube, and then I've gotten a couple requests on Tumblr, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video. And to begin, I wanted to tell you what a registered dietitian is. So a registered dietitian is someone who can work in many areas. So you'll see them in the hospitals, you'll see them in outpatient settings, you'll see them in food service management, in marketing PR, in journalism. There are many areas that a dietitian, particularly now that obesity has become an epidemic, you'll see them in all different types of areas. So they're not just in the hospitals. And so what we do is we promote nutrition and health and wellness, and we are backed by scientific-based knowledge. So our claims, the things that we say, are all backed up by scientific research. And so that's where our strength is. It's in our education, and it's in knowing that the claims that we make have been tested and proven to be effective. So the difference, I wanted to clarify too, the difference between dietitians and nutritionists. So nutritionists, anyone can be a nutritionist by definition. Nutritionist is someone who has an interest in nutrition, whereas a dietitian actually has the schooling to back it up. There are other forms of nutritionists that there are holistic nutritionists, and there are other forms of nutritionists who do have schooling to back it up, but normally it's just a certificate. It's not the intensive schooling that we have to go through. So that leads me to what it takes to become a dietitian. So first you have to have graduated high school and then start a college program that has been accredited by our national organization, which is the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And you can contact the schools and see if their nutrition program has been accredited. And if it has been, then you start school. You do school for at least 4 years. And then from there, after you've graduated from undergrad, then you go into what we call a dietetic internship. And it's 1,200 hours of supervised practice. Some internships are 6 months, some are 9, most of them are 12 months. It just depends on the program. Also, there are some programs that are combined internship and grad school, which is what I did. So for 2 years, I did the internship and grad school, and they were intertwined. So from 8 to 12 would be my internship, and then from 12 to 5 would be schooling. And that's a full-time gig. And so you can also do part-time internships if you're someone who already has a job. You can just kind of figure out what works best with you. You can also do long-distance internships, which means you find your preceptor, you choose, they have guidelines, but you choose where you do your internship hours. So then after you complete the 1,200 hours of supervised practice, then you're able to sit for the national exam, which we call the RD exam. And you normally study a month or so before, depends on your personality, and then you'll sit and you can take it, and then you'll be an RD. And so from there you can put RD at the end of your name, and then depending on which state you're in, a lot of jobs require that you become licensed. And to become licensed, if you're an RD, then you'll obtain licensure in that state. It's more of just a waiting game. Like I got my RD, and then I applied to be licensed in the state of New York, and it took them about 4 weeks to actually send in the certificate. But yeah, I just sent in all the information, and then they sent me a certificate. So that's easy. And then once you become an RD, then it's required that you do continuing education, and that's an important part of our profession because nutrition is an evolving field. It's something that you may learn something in undergrad, and then something comes out and it changes. So it's constantly evolving, constantly changing, so it's important for us to do continuing education. And that's it. So for most people it takes about 5 years. For me it took 6 because I did grad school along with it. So yeah, I hope this helped y'all out. If y'all have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I'm here. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. Bye.